Hi, my name's Michele Lavigne, and I'm a certified drug and alcohol counselor. And I've worked in the field of substance abuse treatment for over the last 20 years or so. And I'm also trained in advanced something called neuronutrient therapy. Um, I've worked in this field in all kinds of different settings, whether it was people court ordered to attend programs, or residential or adolescent, and it's been the same outcome pretty much regardless. And the relapse rates are high, usually about 80% or so, if not a little bit more. And I wanted to kind of figure out why that was. And I've discovered that until you address this underlying physical cause that drives substance abuse problems and brain-related disorders, until you repair that brain chemistry, things will just kind of continue the same. So what I've done is combine that natural physical brain repair along with 12-step and emotional treatment and family therapy and all the other things that we know that are very effective together in addressing this underlying physical reason why people end up drinking and using and developing these predisposed genetic things that drive people in that direction, and the addiction tends to take over for those folks. And this type of approach is called amino acid therapy, which is really protein that are taken orally that repair the brain chemistry, the neurotransmitters in the brain that aren't working correctly, and there's not enough of them typically. And when there's not enough, or it's not the right balance in the brain, people tend to feel kind of unwell, and so things start to happen, and people feel depressed typically, or more anxious than most, have trouble sleeping, or have a lot of social anxiety, or all of those kind of related moods that are called false moods that drive people to these substances that in the beginning tend to work, but then have these terrible outcomes that lead to addiction and terrible side effects, and will ultimately lead people in the direction of jail and all kinds of huge problems because of the behaviors that go along with it. And so when the brain is repaired and healed through this approach of amino acids that are taken orally and tailored to each individual's needs and symptoms, they repair very quickly, and over, several months probably, or sometimes up to a year, those deficits tend to repair, and people don't need them anymore, and people feel content, they feel okay, and they're not struggling with the cravings and all of the other things that go along with it that drive people back to their drink or drug. People tend to be able to just take it or leave it, and the results are really high recovery rates, as high as 80% when you're combining that with 12-step work and everything else that we know that's great and effective, because people just aren't that interested. The drugs are no longer appealing in the way that they were before, and people tend to feel well. And when people feel well, they do so much better. And it's been my goal to be able to help people in this really effective way in treating them with this very natural, very simple repair that can happen quickly. So an example of it would be taking a specific amino acid for that particular part of the brain for that person. They can feel the benefit of the amino acid within 15 to 30 minutes, because the brain is getting what it needs. And when the brain gets what it needs, people feel well. They feel calmer. It's addressing whatever it is that particular amino acid is targeted toward. And from there, this ongoing repair work happens along with a better diet and vitamins and minerals, and everything combined tends to make for this really great combination of very effective treatment for people. And it's my goal to bring this information to as many people as possible. And this again it's not a medication in any way, but it can work in conjunction with medications if needed. But, repair people pretty quickly, and people can go on and feel well. And that's my hope. Thank you.